noise, make some noise. Let's get excited. Let's get excited. I want more clapping than that, definitely. I want to shout out everybody who came out to support the kids. Thank you for coming out. I especially want to shout out my crazy kids in the building, all the crazy. Those are the crazy kids. If you don't know what crazy kids are, I'm going to give you a crazy example. Tell me why this is crazy. I'm feeding my son, and I decide to eat a Snickers. So I open the Snickers. He starts flipping out over my Snickers. I said, wait a minute, hold on a second. Now, he's flipping out, and I don't understand Google Gaga. You need to communicate with me. Say something other than ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah. So finally, I give him everything he wants except for the Snickers. I give him a pencil, a crayon. I took my watch off and gave it to him. He didn't want that. Now, that's not my fault that you have a high chair full of spilled Oreos. I don't have nothing to do with that right there. You know, to kiss them pieces up to God or something like that. For real. But let me give you an example of a child that doesn't communicate. So I decide to chaperone my daughter's field trip. I go out. And they're playing in the snow. I'm inside, it's cold. I'm not outside, I'm not doing that, right? So they're playing, and when it's time to get ready, they decide to put their clothes on. So a little boy walks up to me and he says, "Excuse me, sir, can you help me put my shoes on?" I said, "Sure." So I bends down and I starts to put his shoes on. I'm struggling, I'm getting a little fatigued here. I've got sweat coming off the top of my head. I finally put it on. The little boy looks at me and says, "Sir, my shoes are on the wrong foot." The wrong foot? Oh, yes, they are. Okay. So I bends down and I starts to unlace it and I pull the tongue out. I put the left foot on the left foot and the right foot on the right foot. Finally, I got the boy ready to go. The little boy looked at me and said, "Excuse me, sir. These shoes are on the wrong foot." I said, "They're on the wrong foot." Oh, okay, all right. Boom. So finally, I got it on the left foot, and the right foot on the right foot. So finally, the little boy looks at me and he says, "These aren't my shoes either." Why you ain't tell me, why don't you go get your shoes, bring them back to me before I can hurry up, go get the shoes. So finally, when he brings the shoes back to me, I get down there and I start tying them together. I put his shoe on and I put his jacket on. I put his hat on, I even wrapped the scarf around his neck. After I wrapped the scarf around his neck, I said, "Little boy, where are your gloves?" He says, "Oh yeah, they're in my boots." They're in your boots. Why you ain't think to tell me that they were in your boots? So I basically lost it. I flipped out or whatever. So when I got to the judge, I had to explain my situation. The kids started it. I didn't start that. I'm not chaperoning no more field trips. No, I'm not doing that. The good news is my probation ends this